start to roll that ball out, but I don't want you to actually move anything yet. And then you're coming on back. So again, you can also look down at the floor if you need to. I want you to just roll that arm back and then come on in. So again, just seeing where you can lift a little bit more. See where you can perhaps extend the arm a little bit more. And see how stable you feel with that extension before we start to add a little bit more movement. So you're inhaling, reaching it out, exhaling, coming on back, giving that ball a nice little roll. And great. Last time here. All right, so now we're gonna add a little bit of a twist. So I'm gonna actually start to twist the spine. Again, belly button up, and then completely come back to your starting point. And each time your elbow is really close to your body. So you're inhaling, twisting and reaching, starting to feel how that left oblique gets a little bit warm already. Inhale, reach and twist. Great. It's almost like you feel like your spine opens, you're giving your insides a little bit of a massage. Good. The last time we're actually gonna stay out here. So you're twisted all the way. And I actually want you to take the ball and kind of put it a little bit further so you have a full grip. And again, you're twisting all the way here. You're gently gonna push down on that ball for me as you lift up just the top leg. And then you're gonna exhale, squeeze the leg down as you lift and release the ball. So you're inhaling, kind of almost like you're pushing your leg up and then coming down. Now I just noticed I'm pretty sinking. Let's lift up a little bit higher with that left body. Inhaling, push down, reaching up with that right leg. And keeping the right leg still bent so that when you reconnect with the bottom leg, you're still in the same shape. Inhale, push. Exhale back. Good. So again, finding a nice slow way to just warm up that internal fire. Twisting, reaching, lifting. Good. I'm gonna do two more. And last time here. Excellent. Slowly roll back down into your middle position. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's roll down all the way here to give, our arms a little bit of a break. And again, keeping this nice arm length, so we're not reaching here yet, we're still just pushing down. Good, so again, we're gonna try it again here, just adding another element. So I want you to push, lift, and when you get to the top, you're gonna flex and come all the way down. And then you're gonna flex on up on the inhale, point, bend, and close. So you're kind of going in two directions. So you're inhaling, opening, stretching, flexing down, still pushing on the ball. And then you're inhaling, returning up, point, bend, and then pushing down. Great. So again, opening, it's like we're moving in a variety of different planes, right? We've got length, we've got schwung, we've got a flex, we've got a point, we have a rebend, and then we have a push down. Cool, let's do two more. Inhaling here. And then again, flexing, pushing through the heels, pointing the toes, gently bending, and then pushing down. I love that feeling of moving in different directions. So let's move in different directions. Great, inhaling up, point, bend, and reclose. Super. We're gonna come through the center and just straight away onto the other side. I do love this straight away. I've started adapting that vocabulary. It's very British of me. Straight away. Okay, so again, aligning here with that nice open sensation. You can always come down onto the floor if you need it. And again, not keeping the knees too close. I still want there to be space. I still want us not sinking, nice and long. And here we go. We just start with the reach. So you're inhaling, reaching, and exhale, coming on back, right? Allowing for this nice lengthen through the arm. And you can always look down at the floor if that feels better. Feeling the space. Can you expand a little bit more with the breath? Can you lift up a little bit higher with that right side body? And last time here. Great, let's start to add that twist. So you're inhaling, twisting, and exhale back. Great, and again, finding each time a little bit more reach. but not doing everything at one time, right? We still want that full allowance of the reach to happen. Good. 2 more. And then last time holding here. So again, kind of grab a hold of the ball, put it a little bit further out so that you have a full palm on the ball. Keeping that top knee in that shape, you're pushing it down, lifting it on up. And then as you release the ball, you slowly squeeze it down and again, push a little bit further away from the floor. So you're inhaling, pushing, lifting, engaging the core, exhale, squeezing down. And again, seeing what resistance you want to bring in today. Do you want to make it lighter or heavier? Do you feel like you're lifting a huge bag of sand, or are you just lifting some bubbles? 2 more. And again, that combination concept of really combining the push with the lift and then the release with the slow lower of the leg. Great. Slowly coming back, 3, 2, and 1, and then finding your way down towards the floor. And again, stretching out. So again, we're not leaning stretching, we're nice and stacked stretching, and arm comes out. Cool. So just a gentle squeeze kind of the whole time on the ball. You're inhaling it up and stretch, flex down, and then you're flexing on up, articulating through the toes, bending, and then squeezing down. Good. So again, we want to see where we can activate the legs a bit more. Where can we activate the glutes and find a little bit more reach through the center as the arm is nice and heavy. Okay, 6 more. And if you feel like you don't like your arm there, by all means, you can bring your arm in another position. You're free to choose how you want. I just like the idea of kind of pushing it down. It just keeps the arm a little bit active without overstressing it. Inhaling it up. And again, each time you move, seeing, can you open up that hip a little bit more? Can you find that space where your hip is not holding on to tension, but rather it's opening up and using the core strength to stabilize through the center? Good. 2 more. And flexing it. And I was just kind of being surprised, or I think it's always surprising how your body just naturally responds, right? It's almost like, wow, of course, by like the 6th or 7th time, you're a little bit wider, you're a little bit more engaged, and you're a little bit more flexible. How amazing is that? Awesome, everyone. Let's roll over onto the backs. Oh, life. Cool. So we're actually going to have our feet a little bit further away. Your knees are open, and I want you to melt completely into the floor. You're going to keep the ball in between your hands, giving it a nice little squeeze. Take a nice deep inhale, and then you're going to exhale, slowly lift your head, neck, and shoulders, reaching here for a moment. Great. Take a deep breath in, squeezing the ball all the way up for me here. And then I want you to lower back down for 3, 2, and 1. So we're doing like a mini curl up. So you're inhaling up, exhale, head, neck, and shoulders follow. Inhale, squeeze as the arms come up, and then exhale, roll back down. So that extra element of keeping the arms next to the ears as we roll down is what we're looking for here. Squeeze, and then good. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, follow. Good. Inhale, shoulders down, arms up, and then roll back down. Last time here. Slowly, head, neck, and shoulders get peeled. We reach, we squeeze and lift, and then we lower. Awesome. Head, neck, and shoulders are going to come up, feeling that space here. You're going to lift up both legs into your nice, happy position. And you're going to gently squeeze the knees as you bring the ball underneath, and then open up your knees again. Good. So it's almost like you're making a little bit of a heart shape, like coming up and over in the middle and squeezing it below. And doing that again. Now remember, if at any point your neck feels a little bit unhappy, you may always bring your neck down, or you just put the ball to the side and and support your head, neck, and shoulders. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more, we can start to kind of open up the shape a little bit. Like you're lifting a bit more, and then you're lowering a bit more. You don't have to. You can always stay in the same position. I'm just letting you know that there's always the option to just play around with this movement a little bit more. Good, we're gonna do 2 more full times. Inhaling here, exhale out, and then last time here. Great, let's put the feet back down on the floor, take a deep breath. Reach up a little bit more, and then slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Good, inhaling arms up. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders up. Let's go the other side now. So you're starting just like in the normal squeeze, release, and just kind of, again, seeing how that feels for you, going in that opposite direction now. And again, don't forget about that resistance piece, right? You squeeze that entire leg open, you resist back into the middle. And then as we start getting a little bit more playful, feel free to just kind of lower at the same time and bring them back up and squeeze, or not, really. I just want you to add a little bit more movement than you were before, and you get to decide what that looks like. But there's still an opening as we come in through the center and a squeezing as we go underneath. Let's do 2 more full breaths. And again, finding that internal reach, knowing that the support is coming from the inside, not from the outside. Last time here, and all the way back down. 3, 2, and 1, and slowly lower on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You're gonna put the ball underneath your right foot for me. We're gonna come into a bridge position. So you're gonna keep your knees, now they're not quite next to each other because of the lift of the ball, but they're close enough. And you're lifting up your hips, your middle back, and your lower back. And again, feeling how the glutes are lifted, your chest is open, and your arms are gonna be out to a T position here for me. Great, taking a nice deep inhale, bringing the arms all the way up for me. And then exhaling them open for 3. So again, squeezing up, exhale out for 2. Inhale up and opening up for 3. Good. Let's lift up the left heel simultaneously. So the ball is on the right. If you need to adjust the left foot, do it. You're going to inhale the left heel up and then push it down. Good. Inhaling up, exhale down. Super. 3 more. Again, using that entire wingspan of the arms, the fingertips, and even slightly beyond. Great. Last time here. Great, everyone. Palms come down for me. Take a deep breath. You're going to slowly lower down, and as you push up, you're going to find that balance first and see if you can just, I lied. Let's bring the arms down by your side. I want you to see if you can lift just the left leg a little bit off the floor. There might be a lot of wobbles that happen. That's okay. You're inhaling, tapping down both hips, exhaling, lifting up first, pushing down on the floor, using your core, not gripping onto your mat, and just trusting yourself that you can lift a little bit off the floor. Remember, it doesn't have to be big. If your ball is wobbling, that's cool. See if you can focus a little bit more on your core and not so much on the stabilization on the leg. In my opinion, I feel like it makes it a little bit easier. Lifting on up, seeing where we can lift that left leg, if at all. And last time here, holding the balance and then coming right back down. Great, let's articulate through the center on 3, 2, and 1. Great, take the ball actually and stick it in between your thighs for me. And then you're gonna bring your feet a little bit more parallel to one another. And you're gonna reach the arms all the way up as you gently squeeze the ball and lift up your hips, your lower back, and your middle back. Cool, from here we're gonna start to make big open moves. So you're gonna open up to a big upwards V as you squeeze the knees together on the inhale. Exhale, release. Now you're coming out to a T. And release. And now you're coming down to a low V. Inhale, squeeze. Great. Repeating, starting with the low V. Inhale, squeeze down. Exhale, up, out to a T. Good, upper V. So again, basically we're almost like trying to make a nice, beautiful, open shape and just changing the arm directions each time just to create a little bit of space, see where the flexibility is, see where we need to lift a little bit more. Good, squeezing as we come down on the inhale, exhale up. And again, allowing your chest space to just get a little bit more expansive here. Great, 1 more full set. Inhaling here, exhale up. and feeling that inner thigh squeeze. Is not just coming from the inner thighs, but it's the pelvis area and everything down below. Good, keeping the arms there. You're gonna gently pulse that squeeze for me. So we're inhaling and exhaling. So again, you can pulse like in a double time like I am, or you can just pulse with the breath. It's really up to you. We've got inhaling, squeeze, super. Exhale out, and then one more full time. And exhale out. Super, slowly melting down on 3, 2, and 1. Great, let's put that ball underneath the left foot. And again, finding that reach, lift, openness. Here we go, ready? Arms outside, palms up, palms down. Take a nice deep breath. We're gonna lift on up here for a moment and feel the space. Do you feel it? How great that is? Great, and then the arms come all the way up. Reaching, reaching, reaching. So first our stabilization. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. And again, feeling like, yes, your right foot is very much grounded on the floor. So it's not like there's so much weight on the left, but I still want you to play around with that feeling of having a ball underneath your leg, right? If you completely almost like lift it off, then you don't feel it so much. So I still want you to put some weight down on the floor. Great. Now your palms are going to come down. And here we go. You're going to inhale, slowly lower down both hips. And then you're going to exhale up. And as you come up, you're going to push down a little bit more through the ball, and then see if you can float your right leg up just a little bit and come right back down. And when I mean just a little bit, I mean even if your right foot is just hovering off the floor, that's also totally fine. See where you're at. Good. 3 more. Exhale up. Great. And 2. Awesome. Last time here. I do love bridge work. I think it's very fun. Good, everyone. Reaching those arms all the way up for me, and then floating and melting your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, and then your hips all the way back down. Cool. Let's do one more little squeeze to the middle. You like the squeezes, right? I love the squeezes. So you're putting the ball in between your knees and your thighs. Remember, your feet are an extension downwards. And here we go. We're going to keep the elbows nice and close this time. You're going to lift and squeeze, finding that reach all the way here. And this time we're going to squeeze as the arms come up, and then exhale, release as the arms come close. Now we're making a little bit more of a V. So we're still doing that concept of opening up space, but I want you to come back through the center each time. So squeeze as you open up. We're just kind of making this circle in a slightly different direction. And then the last time you're going to end all the way here, and you're going to put your palms down for me. Now you're going to squeeze your hands and the ball simultaneously. As we gently inhale, keep squeezing and pulsing, exhale out. And again, finding that space between the breath and the squeeze, seeing if you want to squeeze a little bit more or a little bit less, but never fully releasing. Great, we've got 2 more full inhales. Exhale out. And then last time here. And exhale out. Great, palms come up. We come all the way in as we squeeze. We exhale, release a little bit wider out. So again, we're slowly making our way up towards the ceiling. Got 2 more little stops. And then last time here, inhale and exhale, reach. Great, slowly articulating down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, let's take the ball away in between. And you're gonna actually put the ball in the right hand for me here, left hand down by your side. Take a deep breath, bring both knees into your chest and stretch up those legs for me. Great, here we go. You're flexing out the feet. You're gonna push down as you open up the legs. Then I want you to lower them down just a little bit towards the floor at a diagonal, keeping that uncomfortably comfortable position. And you're gonna squeeze as you push down, point the toes, release as you come up. So you'll notice that when you come up, you're actually not at a full 90-degree angle. You're somewhere a little bit more at a diagonal. And again, see what that feels like. If you need to make it a little bit less, do it. If you feel like you want to make it more, do it. But again, this really is about that deep feeling of being connected to the floor. 2 more here. And again, allowing the heels to flex out. And last time here. Super, bring the knees into your chest. Flip up that ball and then rotate over to the other side. All right, here we go. Stretching up first, opening and flexing, and then coming down a little bit more, seeing what that feels like. Great, let me push down as we open, point, squeeze on up. Super, 4 more only, pushing down as we open. And again, playing around with that concept of gravity. Can you use gravity towards your advantage to allow for the openness of the legs just a bit more? Can you see if you can activate all of those small little muscles in your legs as well as the big muscle groups? Can you expand your breath just a tiny bit more to get a little bit more space through the diaphragm? Last time here. And all the way up. Excellent, gently bend your knees, soles of your feet go back down on the floor. And you're gonna reach the arms all the way up for me here. Take a little bit of a wider stance with your feet and then squeeze the ball as you reach up just a little bit. Cool. Left hand is gonna go on your, behind your head, excuse me. Right hand is gonna come here on the right knee. Sorry, right hand goes behind your head. Ball goes in your left hand, it's easier to see. Then the ball goes connected to the right knee. You're gonna inhale, twist over towards that right side, feeling how you can just push it down a little bit. Then I want you to float that left knee in and tap it down for 5. So you're kind of just reaching with the left arm, stabilizing through that right leg, but the left leg at the moment is the leg that's moving. Good, we've got 3 more. Push down a little bit more, reach a little bit more through the left fingertips. 2, super. And 1, great, all the way back to the center, take a deep breath. Good, inhale, twist again, and now we're gonna just keep on twisting as we come through the center for 5. Inhale, opening, allowing the reach to happen. And again, feeling that constant little pressure of the arm against the knee, or arm against the leg, and the leg against the arm. Great, and again, opening up that right shoulder and allowing the twist to happen, not with any other body part other than that amazing belly of yours. Cool, staying here. And then again for the last time, pushing down and lifting up for 5, tapping down. Inhale, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, back towards the center, take a deep breath. Open up the knees, reach through the middle for me for a moment. And then slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Squeeze the knees back towards one another, release your feet, and then inhale the arms up towards the ceiling, head, neck and shoulders follow when we reach. Now we have the left hand behind our head, the left knee comes into the middle, and we tap and extend and twist, and that's our starting point. Good. So again, reaching a tiny bit more with those right hands, inhaling the right knee in, exhale, squeeze and melt. Inhale, expanding, pushing down, out for 4. 3, can you come a tiny bit higher? 2, last time here, and 1. Great, coming in through the center, elbow stays close and twist it out for 5. Now again, we don't do so many reps, but we do change up what we're asking our bodies to do, almost like surprising our bodies each time. But again, see if you can still be very present with each twist, right? Because we don't have so many, we make each one count as much as it can in this given moment. Good, last time here. And then twist and reach, feeling how you're a bit more open than you were before. And then 5 times with the right knee, inhaling, tapping on down for 5, 4, feeling those ribs come together for 3, 2, and then last time, and 1. Great, back to the center, take a deep breath. Bring your feet together, open up the knees, squeeze a little bit more, reach, and then lower down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Great. Let's flex out the feet for me here. You're going to slowly squeeze the ball as you inhale, come up for your nice long roll up, stretching, stretching, and stretching. And now we're going to stack on up for me for 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to hinge back. Great. You're going to gently point the right toes, and you're going to lift on up and then come back down. Good. So you're going on the outside and coming back. And again, if you feel like, hey, I need to come up a little bit more, you can come down a little bit more. Just listen to your body. And remember, we're not curling, right? We have this nice open position here. Good. 2 more. And then last time. Excellent. Flex the foot, come up first, then reach up and over. So we kind of build in a few other little stops along the way. And then slowly lower down for me, flexing out, squeezing that ball, activating the inner arms. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders follow. Still allowing for the shoulders to melt on the back, the spine to breathe, the reach to happen. And then we squeeze the ball as we stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hinge back in your position, pointing those left toes, going on the outside. So reaching and pushing down. Now again, you can always allow the left leg to drop down on the floor if you need that extra break. But if not, see if you can just hover it. So it's just always kind of staying in midair. Excuse me. Good. You got 3. Opening up 2. Elongating a little bit more for 1. Good. Flexing through that left foot. Stacking up first. Then coming up and over, curling nice and long, taking a deep breath. And then exhaling down, flexing through the feet, squeezing the ball, reaching, reaching, reaching on 3, 2, and 1. Great. Inhaling all the way up. And then exhale, lift. Cool. Let's come over onto all fours. So we're taking the ball behind the right leg. Remember, we're being mindful of what's going on here. If you need to come down onto all or your forearms, you need to take a break, please do so. Okay, so you're stretching out the left leg for me. So you're having a nice squeeze on the ball on the right. And you're going to gently lift up and come into a plank position, lifting that right knee just a little bit higher. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. You're going to gently bring the right knee in and lift it on up. If you feel like this lift is too much for you, then put the left knee down. Totally fine. Good. Let's do 3 more. 2. Give it a nice little squeeze. And 1. Good. Now I want you to put the left knee down, untuck your toes, and kind of walk yourself a little bit back so that you're really more in an all fours position. And you're going to give the ball a squeeze, and we're going to make nice circles with this. So again, you're making a nice big circle with that right knee without shifting your hips, right? Our hips are not dancing. But the only thing is moving is that right leg in the hip socket. Super. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. Let's reverse the circles for me. So again, squeezing that ball a little bit, finding that circle to be perhaps easier in this direction, perhaps more challenging. Whatever it is, you feel the lift of the core. You're still not sinking down, right? We're still pushing all the way away. Great. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Gently stretch out. Excuse me. Let's walk one step and then the other. Then stretch out again. And then one last time, lifting up and coming on in. And again, finding the lift from the middle. Seeing where you're holding yourself. Can you engage your core a little bit more? Good. 4 more. 3. Happy smiles yet? Chest open. 2. Last time here. And 1. Super. Knees come down. Take the ball away for a second. Open up the knees. And then just gently shift back as you stretch out the upper body. Allowing your neck to just hang heavy. And using the ball as your friend just to roll for a second, maybe a little bit forward, a little bit back. Awesome. So you're actually going to keep the ball in the middle for a moment. as we try one more thing. Maybe the ball goes to the side. Okay, so here we go. You're gonna sit all the way back for me, reaching nice and long. We're still staying on the same right active leg now. You're curling through the center, finding the space, opening up here, and then tucking your toes, stretching all the way out into your nice extension plank. Good, holding here for 3, 2, 1. I want you to take just a little bit of a wider step. So we're gonna inhale, shift the weight all the way back, floating here. And then you're gonna exhale, bring the right knee in towards your chest. Good, so we're gonna do 4 more like this. Again, right knee coming in, opening up and pushing away from the floor. Great, we've got 3. And again, seeing where you need to hold. If you feel like you need to put that left knee down for support, you can also do that. Last time here. Great, I want us to come through the center and twist the right knee towards the left. And then we're gonna point and stretch. So coming into the middle, twisting the right towards the left, and then unwinding and reaching. 3 more only. Inhaling, center, twist, reach. Exhale, unwind. Good, and 2. Last time, 1. Super, everyone comes down. Find yourself back into your plank, knees come down, and then melt yourself back for your little quick moment of stretch. Okay, everyone, so let's try that on the left side. I know it's a bit challenging, so you can always ditch the ball. You can always come down onto your forearms. You can always just hold and not move. You can also just do this move with your leg down on the floor instead of in a full plank. I'm challenging myself today, but also challenging you, so take it where you're at. Good, you're stretching out the right, lifting on up, holding, and here we go. 5. So again, just small extension lifts. It's not really a lift, it's more like a gentle swing. Great. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You're gonna bring both knees down for a moment, and you're gonna shift your weight just a little bit, taking a mini step with both hands back, and then making those circles in one direction with the left knee. So again, whichever direction you choose, but I still want your spine long. I still want to make sure that we're not sinking and swinging, right? We're just making beautiful, intentional, lifted circles from the core, which hopefully you also feel is at work here and not just the legs. Good, 2 more. Last time. Reverse the circles for me for 6. And again, finding a nice expansive moment here. Each time you kind of get to your maximum open point, I want you to notice where that is before you start to feel that close back towards you, right? It's like you open, 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 and then you're like, yeah, after that point, I'm coming back towards myself. Good, 3, 2, last time, 1. Great, both knees down, take 1 mini step out, and then the other. Stretch out that right leg, lift on up, and here we go. Inhaling, and exhale back. And again, seeing if you can kiss those shoulder blades a bit more together. Great, we've got 2 more. And then last time here. Super, coming all the way back to the center, releasing the ball from your legs, opening up those knees, shifting yourself back, and then just melting for a moment. Okay, everyone, so the ball's gonna go to the side. And here we go, right? Tucking those toes, stretching all the way out, taking a little bit of a walk away so you have your full plank, and then open up your feet a tiny bit for me. Here we go, stretching those hips all the way up, taking a nice inhale, and then exhale, left knee comes in. Good, 4 more only, reaching on up. And then again, keeping the spine long. So I don't want us to curl necessarily. I still want us to find that lifted, open feeling as the knee comes in. It's not necessarily about curling. It's about keeping that extension and the lift from the inside. Great, 2 more. And then last time here. All right, everyone, here we go, twisting. So remember, the left goes to the right, and then we reach back up. Left goes to the right. We exhale up. Inhale for 3. And again, finding that pushing away happening from the core, even if your arms are super active. 2 more. Last time here. Excellent. Both knees come down on the floor and then shift your weight back. Okie dokie. Let's come over onto the side again, but this time giving our arms a little bit of a break. So again, you may come all the way down here if you want, or lift, whatever your feeling is at the moment. And we're gonna do some legs and core moves. So you're gonna tuck, let's try that again. You're gonna lift your right foot off of the ground, and your right hand is gonna be behind your head if you can, otherwise as always here. I want you to push that right leg at that nice diagonal position, and then you're gonna push it down towards the front of you. Good, then you're gonna lift it back up, and then you're closing your knees. So there's always like a little bit of an angle happening. Now you're pushing it forward, but it's still at a diagonal, lifting it back up, and then closing the knee, but staying at the diagonal. Great. If you feel like you want to add your arm into the mix, all I'm doing is just making big open stretches here with the arms and then coming back. But as always, feel free to get playful with what your arm wants to do right now. The main focus is still this leg connection and the core to reach and lift. Good. I'm going to do 3 more. And again, seeing, can you sense how your core is just as much at work as the leg is? Or do you feel it solely in the leg? I want you to still see if you can find a little bit more internal connection here. Last time. All the way here. And then coming on back. Great, I want you to flex, and we're gonna make mini pulses up. Yes, you're still at that weird diagonal, but you start to feel it here and here, hopefully. Good, so you're pulsing a little bit at that backwards diagonal. Great, we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy smiles, and 1. Good, pointing the toes and then coming back down. Cool, let's go over onto the other side. Yeah, we have like 4 minutes left. 4.5. But who's really counting, right? Thank God I have clocks. I swear I would give you like 3-hour Pilates classes and never look at the clock. All right, so we're adjusting here, finding our space first. Hips are nice and stacked, lifting up the bottom half of the left foot. And again, staying where you're at this moment. Good, so you're inhaling, coming up at the diagonal, but again, still checking that you're not shifting those hips, right? Pushing down at the diagonal with the front of the foot, lifting all the way back up at the diagonal, and then reconnecting at the diagonal. There's a lot of diagonals today. Inhale, up and down. Exhale, reach and lift. So again, the concept here is really just to challenge the body to move through space at different angles, in different shapes, from different perspectives, so that all of the muscles get worked and the core is constantly surprised. Good. I'm going to start lifting with the arm, feeling how you want to move. Remember, there's no right or wrong. Great. We're going to do 4 more. And again, do you feel how you're getting a little bit more open each time? Can you feel that the length happens a little bit more through the center? Maybe not. Maybe you feel like, no, I'm getting tired. Whatever it is, But 2 more full ones here. Reaching. I do love this sensation of just moving in different directions. And again, knowing that each time you move, it's a choice of how you're gonna move. Do you wanna move slower? Do you wanna move faster? Do you wanna move bigger? Do you wanna move smaller? Great, so flexing the foot and just pulsing up. Feeling how you can actually push just a bit more. Doesn't have to be big, but I want you to come back to the center each time to reconnect with that bottom foot. Great, we've got 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, all the way back down, take a deep breath. Cool, let's go on to the backs, everyone. Opening up the knees, just making little or medium-sized circles in one direction or the other, and then just switching it up. Alrighty, so just in case we didn't get enough core, I feel like we're gonna do one little series. So you're gonna keep your knees in a tabletop position, then you're gonna gently just lift your head, neck, and shoulders all the way up here. Great. One hand on top of each other behind your head. And let's start with a nice bicycle. So you're gonna stretch the right leg up, left leg out, and we're just gonna bicycle here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, everyone. Hugging your knees into your chest for a moment. You're gonna stretch out both legs nice and long, and your arms come up by your ears, and then you circle around. Remember, the head, neck, and shoulders don't move. You're lifted the entire time, and you come on back. Good, 3 more. Heavy reaches for 2. Last time here for 1. Good, you're gonna extend everything nice and long again. Turn those feet out, hands behind your head, and then yes, we make some scissor switches here for 3. Keep switching, 2. Keep moving, 1. Great, back to the center, straight over to the crisscross. Inhaling here. Exhale out. Great, inhale, lift, a little bit longer. Exhale out. Great, 2 more. And out. Last time here, and out. Great, all the way back to the center, take a deep breath. And from here, you're gonna curve yourself all the way up. Cool, opening up the chest, shoulders down. And you're gonna lean back for me here, and then come back in. So again, you're just slowly allowing for the stretch and lean, coming on in. And the last time we're gonna do our full extension, holding here, releasing the hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Knees together, flex your heels, hands together, prayer position, dive through, wrap around, open up your chest, belly's back, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, rolling back. 3, 2, 1, finding your balance first. And 3, 2, 1, roll back. Last time. Excellent, everyone. Knees together, hands by your side. Shift your weight forward. Hang nice and long. And again, just everything, letting it go, finding its space down to the floor, seeing what you can get rid of, see what you're ready to hold on to. And here's where we say yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, and we actively say no to everything else. And then we take our smile, inhale, and then exhale, stack on up on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay.